What's going on, guys, and welcome to the 100th episode in the Minnesota Vikings franchise series. It is finally here. I announced this a long time ago, and I have compiled the greatest plays, moments, and highlights from the first 99 episodes in this great series that I've been doing for almost a full year now on Madden 12. It's been a very beneficial series to my channel, my most popular series, and so I'm happy to present you guys with the 100th episode in the Minnesota Vikings franchise series. And we will kick things off here in Season 2 at the start of the Vikings Super Bowl run in Week 1, where I started using a new slider set and played a very exciting game that I think helped bring interest to this series and help this series become what it now is. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the action. The Giants have the ball now, just 2 minutes left in the overtime period, but Ahmad Bradshaw takes this carry up the right side. He's in the Vikings territory, tackles him at the 30, and then 2nd and 12, and there's a sack on Manning. That's going to be Brian Robison, bringing up 3rd and 20 now. Manning to pass. That's going to be a complete to Bear Pasco, but it's going to bring up 4th and 12 and a field goal coming up for the Giants. So here we go. Snap spot, kick is up. It looks pretty good, and it is just off the crossbar. So overtime is not over yet. Ponder back to pass on 3rd and 10. Looking on the right side for Burris, and it's knocked away. So the Vikings, they have to punt once again. So here's Chris Kluwe now. He's going to kick it away to the Giants. He's going to try to angle this one towards out of bounds. And it's looking like it's going to get fielded, but it is not. And it rolls out at the 1-yard line. A perfect punt by Kluwe. And now handoff goes to Bradshaw. But there's Antoine Barnes. And he gets him. That's a safety. Minnesota wins their season opener at New York. And from there, things began to take off. So now let's look at some of the plays that led us towards the Super Bowl run in Season 2. And now Ponder back to pass. He'll throw it deep. Right side one-on-one, and Plaxico Burris with the catch. And they just keep milking Adrian Peterson, and why go away from what works? And look at this. Takes this, goes all the way outside to the right. Everybody's chasing him, and no one's fast enough to track him down. That is an impressive run. 47 yards for Adrian Peterson. And here's a kickoff going to rookie Kenyon Barner. He's got Noel Devine in front of him and a group of Vikings. He's got some blocks on the left side, and a block picked up by Toby Gerhart. He outruns the kicker, outruns everybody else on the coverage team, and Kenyon Barner. And now 3rd and 14. Schaub goes down, sack on the play, and it's picked up by Robison, and he's going to go into the end zone. He needed a spark, so we just give it to our best player. Now AP cuts it outside after going up the gut, and he is just so good. Plax has actually been a very, very reliable target. I'm glad I picked him up. And here goes Ponder going over the middle, taking the top off the defense with a great pass to Percy Harvin. A new set of downs for Minnesota. And Ponder going over the middle. Great catch by Percy Harvin. And Ponder to pass, 1st and 10, looking end zone. Plaxico Burris, great route, great throw, touchdown Vikings. 17-10, they take the lead. 3rd and 17. And Ponder, low snap, no problem. Great protection going over the middle. And Visante Shenko. And 2nd and 5. Ponder back to pass. He's looking towards the end zone. Tipped by a defender. And Shenko comes up with the grab. Are you kidding me? And Shenko came through in the clutch with 2 great catches. Look at this. Minnesota playing their first game in the snow. And here we go. Ponder handoff Adrian Peterson. Cut right, cut left. Making these defenders look silly early in the game. Adrian Peterson to the house, 82 yards. We'll take that. Ponder back to pass. First play of the drive, looking towards the end zone, one-on-one. Michael Jenkins, touchdown Minnesota. But now it's 3rd and 14. Ponder to pass, short to Noel Devine, but he's got a couple of blocks. Goes up the right side, and he's going to turn this up all the way. 48-yard touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. And the Vikings move the chains once again, and now 1st and 10. Ponder back, good protection over the middle. Kyle Rudolph gets behind the safety, makes the catch, so we have something going. And on 3rd and 8, Ponder to the end zone. Devin Aromashadu doing some damage to his former team. 2nd and 3 coming up from the Bears' 46-yard line over the middle. Shenko shakes a defender, breaks outside, missed tackle, and there we go, Shenko. And I was like, there's still time on the clock, we gotta run it out, and I end up not scoring. Probably shouldn't have done that. Get us back. We got 3rd and 18. Ponder, empty backfield. Gonna look deep for Plaxico Burress again, and this time he's gonna go up, snag the pass out of the air. 21-yard first down this year. Now 2nd and 10. Lindley play action to Gore and taking down Kevin Williams with the safety. And from there, our Vikings went to the playoffs for the first time in this series, but it was not going to be an easy road. They had tough games against teams they lost to earlier in the season, and they had to do this without Adrian Peterson until the NFC Championship game. Adrian Peterson is out for the next 2 games, and we have to sign another running back. I had to choose the right guy for the job, and that is Pierre Thomas. A 19-yard gain, and on 1st and 10, handoff Gerhardt right side. And look at this blocking. Gerhardt turning the corner all the way to the end zone. Dives in. Touchdown, Minnesota. But Minnesota's got to get it going quick. 30 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Ponder throwing it as far as he can. And Emmanuel Arsenault comes down with it. Field now. 2nd and 2. Give us to Pierre. Thomas will go up the middle, left side. Plenty of room to run. Thomas beats the safety. No one's going to catch him. Pierre Thomas just took us to the divisional playoffs. And now to the 37-yard line. Ponder back to pass under pressure. Hits Devin Aromashadu. Jenkins is in perfect place to block the safety. And Aromashadu to the end zone. They have to leave the game. 4th down. Cobb back to pass. The whole season riding on a deep pass to Larry Fitzgerald. Double coverage. It does not matter. One more play. Here it is. Cobb dropping back, throws it right side, jump ball Fitzgerald, and he comes down with it in bounds. Touchdown Cardinals, Donald Butler. So another important 3rd down for Cobb, and there's Brian Robinson, right side, puts him down, and he could not hang on, so we go to 3rd and 10, where Ponder looks on the right for Visanthe Shenko. 1st and 10, Ponder back to pass. He's going to look on the right side for Plaxico Burress and makes the catch for Ryan Longwell. 37 yards, NFC Championship game. Here we come. Half, and now Minnesota with the ball to open up to 2nd. And play action for Ponder, and then throwing it as far as he can on the left side, and Michael Jenkins goes up and gets the ball. He's just getting his yards, but Minnesota's holding him to minimal points. And then Breeze looking for Ingram out of the backfield. It's snatched out of the air by Alphonso Smith. No one in front of him. Alphonso Smith takes it in for a touchdown. The Saints have fought back hard, but Minnesota needs to put him down. Adrian Peterson. Look at these cuts and then a spin. He's got plenty of room on the left side. We're going to give the ball to the workhorse. Adrian Peterson up the middle. And that's a touchdown. This could be the whole season right here. 4th down, 27 seconds left. Breeze out of the gun, Ingram to his left, back to pass, Breeze, and we're going to the Super Bowl. Brian Robinson puts him down. We're going to the Super Bowl. Leslie Frazier gets the Gatorade bath, and Minnesota is going to the big game. And so Season 2 was going to end in the Super Bowl. Minnesota in for the 5th time in team history, 1st time in this series, and we were going for that Lombardi Trophy. So we'll go 3rd and 2 now at the 10-yard line. Manning play action to a die, and he's going to throw the ball into the end zone, and it's picked off. And that's Tyrell Johnson, just entered into the game, making a big play. A 35-yard field goal, and this one is up and good. So Minnesota finally on the board. Still a long way to go for Minnesota with a 17.3 score deficit. So Manning out of the gun on 2nd down, looking on the left side, picked off. That's Alphonso Smith at the 24-yard line. And there he goes, 5, touchdown. Minnesota's back in this game. It's 10-20 on the pick 6 by Alphonso Smith. And now 1st and 10 from the 19. Ponder's going to pass. He finds Michael Jenkins inside of the 10-yard line all the way to the 5. They're knocking on the door. Ponder gives to Adrian Peterson, and he goes up the middle. Touchdown, Minnesota. They have clawed and scratched their way back into this game with 17 unanswered points. Manning and the Colts now trying to silence that, keeping up the aerial assault. Manning over the middle looking deep, and that's Blair White. Great pass, way to get behind the secondary. White gets into Minnesota territory, and then Manning out of the gun once again on 1st down. We got 9 minutes left in the game. It's picked off! That's Alphonso Smith for the 2nd time. He's going up the left side. It's a foot race. Reggie Wayne trying to track him down. He gets past the offensive lineman and into the end zone. The 2nd pick 6. Minnesota has taken the lead. 24 unanswered points. Minnesota's come out of nowhere in the second half, and now the kickoff goes to Blair White, who's going to field it a couple yards into the end zone. He's met by Taylor Mays, who rips the ball out. It's picked up by the rookie Jamel Fleming at the 20. He's got blockers with him, and he gets into the end zone. 31 unanswered points for Minnesota. Where did this come from? They take over now, 4 minutes left in the game. Handoff Peterson, one cut, outside, great block by Burris, and Adrian Peterson is off to the races. 10-5, touchdown Minnesota, 76 yards behind the electrifying running back Adrian Peterson, and now Gatorade bath for Leslie Frazier, and Minnesota can celebrate. The season is over. The confetti flies in the Superdome. Minnesota has won a lot of close games this season and has now emerged as the top team in the NFL. Congratulations to Super Bowl MVP Alphonso Smith, who helped the Vikings get back into the game with 2 pick sixes. Season 2 was a very thrilling and exciting season that ended in a Super Bowl victory behind Super Bowl MVP and NFC Championship game MVP Alphonso Smith. So Minnesota captured its first Super Bowl title and then looked ahead to Season 3 and beyond on this series. And the rest of the great plays, moments, and highlights in the Minnesota Vikings franchise series will be in part 2 of this episode, because I just have so much more clips. I don't want to have to take so many out to make this only a 20-minute video or so. I have a lot of clips left, guys, and so thank you for watching. Please leave a like on the video. It's taking me a lot of time to make this episode, and so thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in part 2.